It is extremely important to me that the stories we share are authentic and that we strive to tell both perspectives. I've been a local to this remarkable island 3 times and a tourist too many times to count. Our Home Your Holiday celebrates Aruba. There's a reason why Arubans are so patriotic, and there's a reason why visitors keep coming back. Let's dive into the elements that makes Aruba our home and the perfect holiday.
If you want a cultural experience as a visitor, this is where you have to be. This is a real local experience, a real Aruban cultural experience. So and that unique experience, I guarantee you, you only get it here at Dia de Brazil.
This is all part of Dia de Brazil celebrations. Aruba has a big parade that happens every year in the first week of September, and it is all about celebrations surrounding Dia de Brazil. Now, not to confuse it with the country Brazil, but it is in a neighborhood. We are here at Centro de Barrio Brazil, where the parade route actually starts. It is absolutely free to spectate, and do you want to know the best part? It is a true local and authentic cultural experience that our locals and visitors just can't miss. It is important to clarify that the celebration of Dia de Brazil actually has nothing to do with the country Brazil. It is an entirely Aruban tradition.
Dia de Brazil, it's a very unique celebration because it's the celebration of our folklore and our tradition, our culture. It's the purest form of folklore that you can get, trying to imitate the clothing that they used to wear many years ago, and also the music that you will hear. It is the typical Aruban music. So it is the tambu music, it is the tumba, danza. You get like the different rhythms that are so iconic to our traditional music.
What began as a small harvest celebration inside cultural icon Chico Harms' home has certainly grown. In old Aruban times, when people gather to celebrate the harvest season, communities come together. Over time, the celebration in the district or neighborhood of Brazil grew. Chico Harms may have started it all, and with the help of the late mother of culture, Bernardina Grau-Koch, the word spread. Today, Dia de Brazil has become a can't-miss, uniquely Aruban cultural experience.
I was witness to this parade since it started, and it was a very small parade, and I am so happy that I can see now that it has become one of the main parades after Carnival. This is like the one parade that you can really get the essence of Aruba. And to see how big it is right now, like this year, 12 groups participating, and they have so many participants, a lot of children also participating. So it is a very beautiful, original parade that you must see if you want to get the essence of Aruba.
From speaking with Raquel, it is very clear that as an Aruban who was born and raised here, she is deeply passionate about the celebrations surrounding Dia de Brazil. But what truly drives that passion of hers?
It is so significant for me because it is a reminder of our identity. It is a reminder of what our ancestors celebrated, how come it became our folklore. And then if you go back and you see how the music, what they created with it, our traditions, our customs, our food. So it is very important, this parade, because it's a constant reminder that what we have is unique, and it's a constant reminder of our identity. And it makes me feel so proud when I see this parade going on the street. It makes me feel like, wow, we have something so beautiful and so unique.
Raquel also highlights the importance of showcasing the celebration to the new generation in order to keep it alive. The festivities surrounding Dia de Brazil actually begin in midsummer, starting in July and building up to the first week of September. From song festivals and queen elections to dance parties and so much more, the season is filled with events. To capture the full essence of Dia de Brazil and to orchestrate all of these festivities, plus the Grand Parade weekend, having strong support is essential. One of the key partners ensuring the celebration continues to thrive is the Aruba Tourism Authority.
That's why ATA's involvement is very important for the financial part, but also to promote this activity, because this is, if you want a cultural experience as a visitor, this is where you have to be.
This is it.
Yes, for the real Aruban cultural experience. That's Carnival is also a cultural experience for us, but it's not the folkloric part. It's not the roots of where we come from, but this is really the roots. That's why I find it so important.
The Big Day Parade is on Sunday, September 7th, and if you are a foodie, the food festival begins at 10 a.m. on Parade Day at Centro de Barrio, Brazil.
We want to welcome you on our island, but especially we want to welcome you to our culture, our folkloric celebration, and that unique experience, I guarantee you, you only get it here at Dia de Brazil, because you can get parts of it at different locations, which is great, but here you get the concentration of everything. So if you really want a local experience with the local people, because if you go to see the parades, you're gonna be standing on the road, you're gonna feel the welcoming, the warmth from the Aruban community. So this is a real local experience, a real Aruban cultural experience.
Whether you are a local on this amazing island or a visitor, don't miss the excitement. The night parade is on September 5th. The Big Day Parade is on Sunday, September 7th. And if you are a foodie, the food festival begins at 10 a.m. on Parade Day at Centro de Barrio, Brazil. Parades are free to spectate. Grab your chair, a cooler, sit on the parade route, and enjoy. The parades begin and end at Centro de Barrio, Brazil, so it is right here. All you have to do is simply type Centro de Barrio, Brazil into your GPS, and you'll find it. Happy or Feliz Dia de Brazil. St. Nicholas is on the most southern end of Aruba. It is full of charm and nature. Recently, a luxury all-inclusive resort opened up in the area to capture tourists to this side of Aruba. Secrets Baby Beach is a luxury, adults-only, all-inclusive resort. It is a beautiful property featuring 300 rooms. Aside from it being a stunning resort with pools and a priceless view, there is something even more priceless. Since this is the first hotel property in the St. Nicholas area, the people of St. Nicholas who are service-minded finally have an option in their hometown for career opportunities. Meet Dailene Palm, the sales manager at Secrets Baby Beach.
I am 30 years old. All of my 30 years, I've lived in the San Nicolas area. Was born and raised in this area, went to St. Paul's Hall, Colegio Pariba afterwards.
Dailene's connection to St. Nicholas runs deep, 3 generations deep.
Both of my grandparents worked in the refinery, and even my dad used to work in the refinery as well. My dad also used to have a bar in the St. Nicholas area, so I really grew up in this area.
For Dailene, working here feels like home. She lives just 10 minutes away from the resort, and every morning she stops by to see her grandparents before heading to work. They are always eager to know about the hotel updates. For them, it's personal. This is the first hotel in their hometown.
It's really a dream come true for me. I live 10 minutes away. I live in the back of my grandparents' house in an apartment. I get to say hi to them every morning as I come to work. They're very excited about me coming to work. They ask me about the updates, how is everything going every single day. So it's really fun, and I do it with all my heart.
In the past, she has commuted to the other side of the island working in hospitality. She never thought she'd be able to contribute to the San Nicolas area while establishing her career. Her family, who once worked in the refinery, also never imagined they'd see the day when another large business would thrive on this side of the island.
They are super proud of me working here, because for them, they could have never imagined another like besides the refinery, something else opening up in the San Nicolas area. So they see it as something very positive, and they're happy that, you know, a lot of people that used to drive 45 minutes away for work every day now get to drive like 10 or 15 minutes to come to work and then back. Honestly, every morning that I drive in the other direction, it's crazy, and on your way you're greeted by the red anchor and you're like, okay, I'm on my way.
Dailene says there is a large number of team members at Secrets Baby Beach who live in San Nicolas. Could it be that the warmth of their service comes from working so close to home, where they feel truly connected to the area?
We have a lot of our collaborators, team members that live in the San Nicolas area, that, you know, they used to work in other hotels that are now working with us, and they're also very happy because of the less driving that we all have to do, and our guests really feel that as well. So our guests are always mentioning to us that they love that when they're walking the hallways, everybody greets them, and that they get a nice smile, that everyone seems to be, you know, really enjoying the work that they do here. So for us, that's amazing.
Secrets Baby Beach offers something unique: the natural beauty of the San Nicolas area. That inspiration is woven throughout the property's design. Even the cactus, a symbol of Aruba's landscape, is featured in every room.
And once you're actually on a resort, which you've been experiencing now, Yanto, you see that the outdoors is really repeated on the inside. So the use of cactus throughout the design of the hotel, and it's such a beautiful building, and architecturally it's so interesting that when you're here, it really feels amazing.
Architecturally, the resort is designed to not overwhelm the coastline. The design intentionally blends into its surroundings, keeping the focus on nature rather than towering structures.
So the minute that you are from the outside looking in, you cannot really imagine the magnitude of the size of this resort. But the architect did that really intentionally, because he did not want to be intrusive to the area and, for example, have a large building being placed in the middle of Baby Beach. Once you're down at the Baby Beach and you look up, you see the resort, but you do not see a massive building. That's because we only have 3 floors. And already just with those 3 floors, we have beautiful, endless views of the ocean as well. When you look out on a clear day, you can even see the mountains in Venezuela. And on our resort, the ocean view is going to be following you everywhere that you go.
Now, she isn't kidding when she says the beautiful view of the ocean follows you everywhere. I had an ocean view at lunch, then the same view when touring the spa. Last but not least, even in the gym. But perhaps the best of all is when guests are relaxing by the infinity pool, where the ocean and Aruba's natural beauty stretch endlessly before you. The property also offers its guests 5 dining options for dinner. There's nightly shows, entertainment, and much more. Dailene says that when it comes to the interior design, the architects made sure to reflect the wonderful nature that San Nicolas offers.
On the color palette as well, you see that being reflected, muted light green colors, a lot of brown and beige tones, and around the pool area and all of our landscaping is predominantly cactus. What you see outside being reflected back on the inside. Even the choice of the color of our pool is not a bright blue color. It's more similar to the color that you see being reflected out on the ocean.
For Dailene and so many of her team members at Secrets Baby Beach, the property is more than a resort. It's a place where their community and careers can come together.